I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. A little bit of a chilly Thursday here in South Florida. When we started the regular show, it was only 55 degrees outside.
Dang.
Which for us, at least, that is pretty chilly. It's up to 64 now, going to be in the mid-70s for us today. But yeah, we're finally starting to get our winter here. Sherry said, I am a third-generation Floridian, and when Jaber was talking earlier about the weather this morning, it made me super happy because I always remembered it being freezing, literally freezing back when I was younger in South Florida. I vaguely remembered it getting to the negatives a few times. Do you remember that, Jaybird?
That might have been before my time, but I believe the last time it snowed here in Palm Beach County, it was the year I was born, 77.
She said it used to be so cold and very uncomfortable, especially in late January or early February. The weather the past few years has been crazy hot during the winter. Last year, I moved to North Florida, and the weather here is very cold, about 20 to 30 degrees colder than South Florida. It was 34 this morning with a high of 65 today. And this is what I remember back in the 90s in South Florida. I'm so happy to know that I'm not crazy and somebody else besides me remembers that.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Florida natives remember it being cold as fucked out back in the day. Because it was. I'm not making that up for any other reason other than the fact that I remember it being cold as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it doesn't get cold now, but I remember being a little kid and it legit being freezing as fuck by December.
And you had to actually wear like a real coat.
Yes.
We don't really wear real coats.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, just every other year, it'd be a warm-ass Christmas. You go, fuck, we have to put the air on for Christmas? And then it just kind of became a thing. I'll have my air on for Christmas this year, probably. There's a chance of that'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. I have my air on yesterday, and I'll have it on again today. Even when it's cold in the morning, it just, I don't know. When the sun comes out, you need your AC.
And I feel like I got some horny-ass birds that are just, I don't know, or just, I got an element of nature that likes to.
Well, get out there and make it happen, Cheeseburg.
That likes to pork.
Bird porn.
Now, I was putting too many lizard videos of that. It was getting weird.
Yeah.
People start asking questions.
What's going on?
I do have a weird knack of always walking in to lizards, humping.
Everything around you wants to get their hump on.
They see you and they just want to put on a show.
It is odd.
For whatever reason. Yeah. We were talking as well about things that you were buying not too long ago that now you just don't because of the prices of everything pretty much going up. And Jennifer said, yeah, today when I got my laundry ready for the laundromat, I noticed my Tide Pods container was light. It was a full 2 weeks ago that I got them. I live in an apartment, and Monday there was an exterminator in all our apartments. Things that make you go, I think the exterminator's jacking our Tide Pods. That's how tight things are.
Damn.
Wow. That is some shady S-bomb.
Well, when things do get tight, you do see a little bit more theft. There was that video this week we were talking about with the people that jacked somebody's Christmas tree right off of their vehicle. They went in to grab something from a store, and people pull right up and like, I'll take that. Drove right off. And they were in a nice luxury SUV.
You see that a lot in a lot of these videos I watch on YouTube where someone's getting busted. They're driving such a nice car, and they are porch pirates. They're going around stealing everyone's shit, and they are driving in just some nice shit.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is kind of interesting. In fact, I hear that luxury brands are thriving, and the part that made a little bit of sense today was how many people, Gen Z, under the age of 30, are living with their parents now, paying less than $500 a month in rent, and every penny they have of expendable income, they're trying to live this glamorous life they really can't afford, so they're buying all these luxury brands.
This video I just watched yesterday, she was 23 years old. She got caught being a porch pirate, and when they pulled her over, the cops, they found all of the packages. She starts crying, I gotta call my mom! Mom, Mommy! 23 years old. She's like, she won't let go of the phone. I gotta let my mommy know.
My mommy.
It was insane. Like, you're 23, you don't need to call mommy. You're getting arrested.
Dang.
And she had a fuck ton of
she was taking
packages.
everybody's packages.
She hit a whole neighborhood, her and some other kid.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when she got caught, turned into an 8-year-old kid asking for mommy.
I hope they lock her up.
Probably not.
It shouldn't be a slap on the wrist. It should be like a real punishment because you're ruining everybody in that neighborhood's Christmas. There are parents. Parents are waiting for those packages to show up. Kids are waiting for those packages to show up. Like, people, that's their Christmas.
It is, and that's someone's heart. I mean, it's straight up stealing. It ain't hashtag be cool.
It is so uncool.
You're chilling on your sofa, and someone comes up and steals your shit.
You're not stealing somebody's, paper towels. You're stealing somebody's Christmas. You asshole.
They are rewarding videos, though, when they get caught, where the person's waiting for them to grab it and they open the door and scare the shit out of them. It's satisfying.
I love that. Or when they put, like, turds in the box.
Any of the above, yeah.
Justin said, okay, let's talk about this ridiculous spending. Everybody knows the cost of everything is up, but people are spending more now than ever, and I'm not talking about the essentials either. Everybody needs a new car, boat, shoes. Credit cards are maxed out. I'm just getting tired of hearing how everything is up, but nothing is being said about the people that have to go to the club or to the concert. People are spending. Yeah, no doubt. And it is kind of ridiculous. Just some of the stuff in South Florida. My daughter fits into that age group stuff. She's got her own apartment and her own thing. But, I look at some of the stuff she spends her money on. She talks about when they go to the club that, some of the people that she knows or grew up with. There was one kid, I think he dropped $2,000 on a table.
Wow.
At a club and bottle service. I think they walked out with like a $3,000 or $4,000 tab. I'm like, what is that, man? You guys are in your mid-20s.
$2,000, that's Christmas for everybody.
Well, the other thing, too, I think what is weird and different is just when you got people who don't normally notice things like ketchup going up. Ketchup, those type of items not only went up $1, they went up in some weird fashion. And things like that, I think, is what people notice going, when I go to the grocery store, this is so much more money, and that's so much money, and why is that? And that's what I think that's what's happening sometimes. Because you're right, people are spending on expensive shit.
Yeah.
But it's that weird mid shit that's so expensive that's odd.
Well, Virginia was talking a little bit about getting rewards for airline miles, cash back, credit cards, all that kind of stuff. But Michael sent an email and said that might be changing soon because of the Credit Card Competition Act. It's going to be voted on again. It failed in 2022. But if it passes, your credit card rewards will see a drastic decline.
Really?
Virginia, yeah, because the credit card rewards are funded by the fees that merchants have to pay each time somebody swipes a Visa or MasterCard or something like that.
Yeah.
And so these swipes have a huge effect on inflation because merchants raise prices due to this.
There are massive credit card fees for the merchant, for the store owner.
So supporters say that if merchants have more choice in payment networks, they'll presumably choose one with lower fees, and those savings on interchange will filter down to customers in the form of lower prices. But the opponents argue with the Credit Card Competition Act, it's designed solely to benefit behemoth retailers like your Walmarts, and that lower interchange fees may mean less money for funding credit card rewards programs. So that beloved rewards program you have may be going away very soon if this passes. So something to keep an eye on with that.
That was a smart email.
Yeah.
I fucking tuned out. I was like, what the fuck
and I chopped 3/4 of it out.
I was going, what the fuck is Kevin talking?
Not since the WRMF quiz has there been such a level of glassy eye.
I go, when the shit is this over?
Yeah. Jaybird, who is WRMF's first morning show host? A, Kevin Kitchens, B, Robert Murphy, C, Russ Morley, or D, Buzz Barnett?
Oh, it was fucking Buzzy Barnett, baby.
Buzzy Barnett.
Moreland.
Who?
Moreland.
That wasn't an option.
What's it about?
You mean Russ?
I hated when the teachers called on me, but kind of loved it too.
Russ Morley.
Morley, that's our boy, right?
Yeah. That was the first morning show host. Okay.
Wow, I wonder what that sounded like. Is that just straight up old timey music and then news?
I don't know, honestly, because I think Russ Morley was
He
here.
was here when we got here.
When we were here, but I think he might have been on his second tour.
Yeah,
Because there were a lot of things that happened. Because WRMF signed on 97.9 in 1979, and that's when it went to the adult contemporary, hot adult contemporary that it is now. Before that, it was J98, and it was, I think, album-oriented rock.
I legit remember Kevin Kitchens and Jennifer Ross as a kid when I was younger. I remember them being on the air and listening to that being on in the background and stuff. I remember that being a thing.
What year did they start?
I want to. Oh, okay.
Do you want multiple choice? You can guess. Give me a year.
I was going to say mid 80s, I feel like 84, 82.
Okay.
Even though it's early 80s, but like around that time period. Am I fucked?
Okay, 80, 83, 86, or 89? What year?
86.
86. Okay, you're wrong again.
89.
Okay, no.
82 then.
Okay, I want an option. It was 83.
It wasn't an option.
80?
In 1980.
Oh, right. Shit, I'm dancing around it. Shit.
What do you mean dancing around it?
I said 80.
I gave you 4 options and you missed somehow 5.
I said,
You're dancing around it like it's the floor and you're playing the game The Floor is
I
Lava.
said 82 at one point.
And that wasn't an option. How do you get 5 wrong when you give them 4 options, Virginia?
I mean, I'm not a radio scholar, clearly.
He's terrible at this game. We're not a team, Kevin.
I feel like he asked me when they come around. I go 82. I think it's kind of. I fucking nailed it.
I got an email from Lee. He said to piggyback off the Walmart shoplifting that Jaber was talking about, and your whacked out news story about the person who was shoplifting at Shop with a Cop. We kind of saw the exact same situation. There was a dude directly across the street who tried to steal somebody's car, jacked it right across from a shop from a cop thing, and then took off running. And there were a dozen police on foot, 2 cruisers, 1 motorcycle, 2 police on horses, and a canine unit to catch one motherfucker.
Did they get him?
Yes.
Okay.
They got him. They tased him. The dogs bit him.
To have that many people that he gets away.
It was just like, everybody go. That'd have been the time to stay behind and then start shoplifting at that Walmart. Hey, they're all gone.
The Walmart ain't playing no more. I feel like they got taken advantage of as far as people used to brag about stealing out Walmart online.
You're right, they did, but
About how
everything has
easy it was.
changed now. Walmart decided to step up their loss prevention.
They really did. They have their own whole. They got AI watching.
Okay, yeah, I'm wondering, where AI technology and all that stuff is going to take the security and theft prevention, because that's part of it too. You do talk about fees. Now, I know there's a gazillion different factors that are in on this, but part of it's theft. Part of the added prices, because who do you think's going to pay for that? It ain't going to be the companies.
Well, it's not always Walmart getting hit either. Sometimes if a mom and pop place gets hit on any level with theft, that's devastating for them.
Absolutely, yeah. And then they clearly have to, raise prices just to keep the doors open. It's pretty crazy.
If we ever needed a big pile of money, I think you old school it out and we all put on some big talent show. And hopefully we raise enough money like they did back in the 80s and 90s movies.
Like Wayne's World 2?
Yeah, some fat cat comes up in a limousine and says, "You know what? You guys got some spirit. Here's $1 million."
And it's an old stretch limo from the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Talking about AI, I saw a study found we might start running out of things to teach AI by the year 2026.
Yeah, AI's probably going, all right, guys, what else you got for me? You guys are dumb as fuck. I'm ready to go. What else you got?
Yeah.
And that's when they turn on us. That's when they get bored to go, we take over.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I found out that our company invested in something that keeps AI from scrubbing information off our websites.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they can't swipe your intellectual property and use that kind of stuff. Because that's kind of becoming a deal and that's one of the issues. They really caution us about using AI because you're starting to see now some lawsuits where people are saying, yeah, that actually took my intellectual property, and it made, a culmination. You know how it'll take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, but some people are starting to say that was my idea, and that AI swiped that. So you guys owe me a fee.
Huh.
Of course this is going to be an issue, especially when we're talking about the arts and stuff that music and the painting. You can throw in 4 different words you want of a painting, and AI can throw it in this little generator, and you can print out that painting. Now, a lot of people think that's cool, but a lot of people go, well, yeah, but no one painted that.
Right.
It's competing with a person.
And that's the thing, trying to tell the difference. He was thinking because I even saw, in fact, there's a debut. There's some radio guy that's got revolutionary AI stuff, but they have it now where they have station voices and all that can be AI. And it sounds like it's a human talking. And so there might be a thing where, I was talking to our corporate guy, and he said, I would not be surprised to see Congress pass something that they would have to start putting up disclaimers that the video or the audio you're listening to is generated by artificial intelligence, because it's getting to that point. I saw that AI can now generate faces that look more realistic than actual human faces.
Oh, it's going to get to a point. You don't think the porn people out there are going to take celebrities and put them on bodies, and now you're going to see Kevin Ralston fucking a horse, and it looks so realistic, and the horse is into it, and Kevin is so into it.
The horse is into it.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I would pay $3.99 to watch that.
of course you would, especially if it's really done well.
No more than that, but at the $3.99, here's my card.
Per month,
Right.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
But
But
more
then,
than that.
Sign
but
me
then what
up.
do I do right now if that comes out? And it's like, well, I don't know who it is. You're like, who
It's
made
not
this?
me.
Yeah.
Right. I would never do that to a horse. How do you prove it's not you?
And there's going to be so many people that you can trick. I know family members who go, oh my gosh,
I
Jason
knew
works
it.
with the horse fucker. Look at this. It's so real.
I knew
Yeah.
he was into horses.
Right.
You
and
can
then,
trick a lot of people, man.
yeah. And the rest of my life, I'm known as horse fucker. And I had nothing to do with any of it.
And good luck shaking that rumor, even if you're proven to be innocent.
Good.
Richard Gere.
Good luck at the Wellington Winterfest. They're going to hate you out there.
There's going to be a percentage of Wellington.
They're going to definitely hide their horses.
I'm not.
Lock the barns.
10% of Wellington people would go,
Yep.
even if he's innocent,
We don't believe it. We saw the video.
Yeah, I saw the video, man. And honestly, we do have a thing as human beings. When we see something, we believe it.
You're right.
And that's the craziest thing, that you're going to have to start disbelieving what you see, which is almost antithetical to who we are as human beings.
It goes against like how your brain works, but just know they're going to try to scam you and trick you and show you a picture of Kevin making sweet love to a horse, and that is not him.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why people are afraid of, certain things that the government, whether it's a rumor or whether they have the capability of doing that. The Project Bluebeam, where you can put things on a sky and make it look kind of like the eyeball situation, but only so much better and greater and more clear. Imagine all of a sudden you bring a UFO that's a hologram, but it looks completely real. Or you brought Jesus down. Or you brought angels down from the heavens, but it's really not.
Yeah.
There's going to be people that believe that if the technology is there.
they're
we
going to
ever believe.
believe
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Well, the issue that we have right now is, what do you believe? We've got those wars that are going on, and it's what you're seeing on social media and on the news is affecting your opinions of it, and it's affecting our society. If you've followed any of that stuff that is going on, man, yesterday they were having it out with some of the presidents of Ivy League schools about the protests that are going on with stuff that's in Israel and the Gaza Strip. And imagine if somebody's creating fake video and all that kind of stuff of war crimes, and then you're like, oh my, no, I saw
That's
it.
not real.
Yeah.
There was the
Wow.
one video of Osama bin Laden singing "I'm sexy," and I know it. So many people thought it was real,
Right, yeah.
and it wasn't real.
Yes.
Like, Osama loves them.
What kind of world are we going to live in? because you can see right now how people are so easily manipulated by what they see on social media, and it's videos that they're seeing, and it's changing them, and they're going out and looting and vandalizing based on video that they see and how they feel. Now, imagine if it's fake stuff. They'll probably still react the same way.
Sure.
And I don't want people to get twisted. I'm not saying that that's what's going on in the skies or we even have that capability, but it is a concern in the future that there's going to be technology, to your point, that really blurs the lines, and you don't know what's reality and what's fake.
What I'm reading, it's there now.
Yeah,
it's just the question of when is the first video going to fake out a lot of people, and people are going to react angrily
and get you fired
based on something they see, or worse.
Or worse.
Dead.
Get you killed.
And
Yeah,
what's
get you
dangerous
killed.
too is you can present something where there's a half truth in there, where you get people hooked of something where it can be proven truthful.
That's the best
and then
thing to
the
do.
back
Yeah.
end of it is a complete lie to really M. Night Shyamalan motherfuckers.
Well, and then if you have enough people using bots on social media to vouch for it and then comment angrily on it, then that's how things get way out of control, man. Yeah, you just see how you could trigger World War III with a fake video and bots
You could.
on social media.
not everyone has the right temperament for the trade.
Yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, it's crazy stuff. They say that, too, Google's unveiled an AI that predicts the weather. So they think meteorologists are going to be the next profession that will be gone, removed, because AI can apparently do it faster, better, and more accurately.
Something tells me AI will be better than the ankle.
I don't know. You're right. The
Instead of bird versus anchor, it's going to be...
It bit went nowhere.
The ankle went nowhere.
That whole bit went nowhere.
We tried to make the ankle
did.
happen.
We did. The only redeeming thing about that bit is that every now and then I'll see on social media Steve Weagle will just post some random weather thing, and then somebody from our nation will go and go, yeah, but that's not what Jaber's ankle said. Just randomly. We haven't even talked about it on the air, and someone will do that.
Yeah.
They troll him
To me, that is
a year
worth it.
His hate
later.
level on that bit has to
pretty-
be so high.
Pretty amazing.
Has to be so high.
The ankle.
The ankle. I got an email here from Jace in Fort Myers. Said, V, I need a wine recommendation for my wife. She's under constant stress as she is a school teacher, and I would love for her to be able to relax a little at night before bed. We don't really drink often, but aren't against it either. Would love to know your thoughts on brands, flavors, etc.
Well, it really depends on your palate. What do you like? Because there's sweet wines and there's dry wines. I know my Jaybird, he likes a sweet wine. Me, I prefer a dry wine. You've got bubbles, you've got red, you've got white. Zone in on what you really think you like. I really like the low sugar choices, which there's so many more of those. So many more organic wines, less additives and all that really excites me because I like more of a clean wine.
Okay.
But I would encourage you to write me back in and let me know what red, white, bubbles, no bubbles.
Okay.
Do you care about sugar? And what's your price point?
I believe starting an easier to drink like Pinot Grigio white wine is the way to go, right?
Oh,
for the most part.
That's how you get a case of the hornies right there.
It seems like the wine you're like going into a dry red doesn't seem like that's a beginner type wine typically.
No, usually not. I mean, there are so many Pinot Grigios out there, and you can get a lot of them for under $12.
Oh yeah.
You know what's a good thing that I do? I like to go to Total Wine because in every section of their store, they have employee recommendations. And now these are people that work there and they get to sample the wines all the time. And they say their favorites. So if you know that you want to find a low cost but high taste champagne or a sparkling wine, you can go over there to the sparkling wine section and look and see. It'll say like, oh, here's Tim's favorite pick. And it'll be like him describing why he likes the wine. And I like that a lot.
Who is this Tim bitch? I don't know this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He works at Total Wine.
I don't know him. I'm trusting him with choices. No.
I feel like if he's sampled everything, he knows more than me.
9 out of 10 Tims, Kevin.
Yeah.
Cannot
You're right.
trust him.
Cannot trust him. Yeah. They got the Palm Beach Food and Wine Festival. I guess technically gets going today. There is a guy, I think I've heard his name before, Robert Irvine.
Oh, yeah, we know him.
Okay, he's going to be at Okeechobee Prime Event Hall. I believe that is one of those little places they have behind Okeechobee Steakhouse there on Okeechobee Boulevard and Palm Beach Lakes where they intersect. So he'll be there today.
Yeah, my friend Chef Daryl is his right-hand man. If you watched a lot of his shows, Restaurant Impossible.
I love that show.
Daryl was on there all the time with him, helping him out and being a part of it. Daryl is still his right-hand man.
He's very British. He can be stern, Kevin, but he's got a heart of gold.
He's very supportive of the military and all the stuff they do. He is very much about the military. And you'll often find him, feeding the troops, doing events where he feeds like thousands of soldiers and they video it for his show. He is a fit MFer.
It's a legit... It's one of them reality shows. Now, I know that they've always got to do the clever editing, and I'm sure they jump with the storyline. But I do feel like when I watch that, they stay as true as they can to the story.
Okay.
If it does, I've seen it not work out when they can't come to an agreement, and the people that he's trying to help are assholes.
Yes.
And it ends in we can't help them.
We can't help them.
And those are my favorite. Oh, I love it when it gets like that.
His wife is so hot. You would love her too. She's into fitness.
Okay.
Gail Kim is her name. And I saw her last year because she was there at the event that's coming up this Sunday. She was just walking around talking to people, taking pictures, and so was he. They were very awesome.
Stop looking at my wife. I'll cook your face off.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. They got all kinds of events all over the place. Ticket prices can be a little steep, though. I saw one, they got a chilling and grilling at the Palm Beach Resort and Spa in Manalapan on Saturday. I think the ticket was like either $125 or $225. I was like, what?
Shit, that.
125 sounds too low.
I think it was $225.
Yeah, I think it's 225
like,
or more.
Chilling.
On something like that, do you get a ton of food?
You do.
A ton of food.
You do. You get as much probably as you want because a lot of these events are either like stations where you go around. If it's a sit down, then it's course after course after course.
Gosh, I love food stations.
We know you do.
Well, I think they're so pleasant, especially when you walk up to like tonight we have a corporate party to go to. There's gonna be food stations up there, and there's gonna be a 10-second walk where I get nervous and there's butterflies going. What is underneath? What is underneath them panties, so to speak? You see what I'm saying?
My.
No,
What?
I'm using that as
What is going on there?
Well, remind me to wear pants.
I was using an analogy.
What was that?
It didn't come out the right way.
Everyone at the party tonight, nobody wear a skirt.
Oh,
I
my
meant-
goodness.
I'm saying the excitement. No,
That was our rapey comment of the day. Wow.
You can't give me talk about food stations. That's not what I meant. Damn it. If I try to
Put your pig back in the blanket.
if I try to explain it, it's only going to get worse. It was meant to be innocent.
Yeah. Okay. Natalia said, I wanted to ask a question to the experts, Jaybird and Dennis.
Get in here, Dennis.
The CBD gummies that you had Kevin try to sleep, can I get the kind they are and where you can buy them? My mother-in-law is battling cancer and having a hard time sleeping, and I have heard how much it's helping Kevin. I thought maybe that could help her. Yeah, I mean, I'd had some random ones, and I gave it a run for a while. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like maybe I was sleeping a little bit more sound. I was a little bit groggy in the morning. It would take a little while to shake it off. And, I was taking a good probably 8 hours before, so it would stick with you for quite about that.
Is that
amount of
normal,
time.
Denny's or Dennis?
They have different ratios you could buy. Some would make you less groggy. If you buy 100%, the sativa CBD, I'd say it'd probably make you less groggy than the indica CBD.
Okay.
If you're going with the dispensary stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably need to dabble with it a little bit more. That's why these guys would be the ones. I do see other medications they have out there. There's a lot of sleep kind of pill things going on now. Things that have like magnesium, I guess, and some other things like that. So it seems like it's a big market that is out there.
Oh, yeah.
The
People
sleep
are
in general.
stressed and overstimulated, and all that leads to less sleep.
When you slept, would you sleep 8 hours nonstop without waking up?
Yeah, for the most part, I would, and that's it. Like
If
typically
no
now,
external forces
Yeah.
got you, I think you would.
Yeah,
You're not a bad sleeper like Jay Bird.
No.
That's insane to me that you could sleep.
That's
even
insane to
6
me
hours.
that you can't sleep because if I have where I'll wake up once or twice during the night or I lose 30 minutes of sleep, it's noticeable. Last night I got 6 hours of sleep compared to the usual 7 or 8, and yeah, I do feel it. I could do that one night in a row, but if I stack that up, like I just don't know how you live, man. I really don't.
don't either. I think I'm dead by Christmas. It's on pure adrenaline.
Yeah. Virginia's talking about this new sleep study though, where you don't have to go in.
Yeah, so Dr. Rosenthal that did Magnolia's nose job, I was watching him do a facelift the other day, and I was just trying to make small talk with him because it was like kind of weird to watch somebody perform a facelift, and it was so quiet in the room, so I just started talking to him. And he was telling me that he did a sleep study not too long ago. And you know how they used to have to, you would go in there, they would hook you up to machines, watch you sleep.
Spend the night, yeah.
It's not like that anymore. They now give you an Apple Watch. They send your ass home. You go sleep normal in your house for a week and it just watches what you do.
Oh.
And then it tells you everything that you need, machine, sleep apnea, pills, whatever.
So they didn't think people who have sleep issues having strangers watch them try to go to sleep in a brand new setting wasn't working or comfortable or natural?
I don't see how that could ever work.
I
Yeah,
don't
doing
either.
it. Okay, we're gonna watch you sleep. I go, yeah, I'm the guy with the fucked up thoughts, can't go to sleep, night terrors. And
You're gonna watch
You're gonna
me?
watch me try to sleep and struggle like a bull in the water.
Well, now they have it where it's an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
You take it, you wear it home, and then they give you a complete diagnosis, all their recommendations. They'll tell you if you need that CPAP.
That one might work a little better.
You should try the Apple Watch, Barry, because I got the Apple Watch and it keeps track of all my sleep. I can go back and watch like when I woke up and stuff. If you watch, you can see on mine too. You see every time I get up for the baby, get up and move that baby.
Saying what you have it tracked?
Yeah, it keeps track of it every single day. It'll show you on a graph when you're asleep and when you're awake.
You seen some trends?
Well, yeah, the baby's been waking up pretty much like clockwork at the same 3 times
The
every
trend
night.
is get Jen back on the birth control. No more babies if you like your sleep.
Man, his new thing is he gets up at 3:45 and he is awake.
Ready to party.
Ready to go. So the sucky part is I'd be getting up at that time. I could get an extra 15 minutes of sleep, but I get up earlier now and I just sit up with the baby because he's awake.
He's got that morning show DNA in him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he does. He's ready.
How long till we can get him in here?
Yeah, really.
We need to put that kid to work.
Seriously, we got to get him to work.
I agree.
I believe in putting kids to work very young.
Me too. You see my kids?
We're talking 8 to 10 hours.
They hustle. There are no child labor laws in my house.
Yeah, make him work.
Okay, let me see here. Any other comments that we've got? What other emails are there?
Oh, are we? You guys want a pregame before this party tonight?
Yeah, you
I'm
coming in?
driving. I gotta drive Rocco.
Wah wah wah.
You're coming over early, right?
I ain't driving. I'm Ubering.
I gotta drive because I got another party to go to after the work party. I'm double party booked.
Oh my God!
gosh.
Popular.
Wow,
What's
so
the
many
party with me?
parties.
Oh no, life.
There's so many places to go. People always want.
Dog, you got a reputation.
You do.
You the witch.
I'm bringing Fire Nog. I'm pulling it out today.
Okay.
First round of Fire
For the
Nog.
first party.
Yeah.
Fire Nog, I don't know, man. To me, that's.
Don't be a bitch.
I'm just saying for people. I'm with you. I hear you. But people like you who got farty issues, farty party, no thank you.
That is a tough one to drink a lot of.
It is. People, yeah, no, I don't think it's right. I feel like that's a home party drink.
Is that chestnuts I smell? Roasting on an open fire? Nope.
Chestnuts smell like farts? Yeah, Hanukkah begins at sundown tonight.
Oh, did Suits know? Is he prepared?
He did.
Does he have his gifts? Don't you have to give 8 gifts? A gift every night? That's a lot of gifts.
I didn't ask him earlier. I'll ask him when I get back in there if he's got all the gifts. But he did mention Hanukkah tonight, sundown.
There was a little bit of a debate at one point between Denny's and Suits.
Yeah, what are they debating?
what day it started.
Well,
and then
so I pulled up the national holidays list. You know how it has all the holidays for today, and Hanukkah was on there. So I mentioned, Susan's like, well, technically it's at sundown tonight. So he corrected me.
Okay.
oh yeah, everyone was watching. It was awesome.
It was very embarrassing.
Technically, Denny's.
Hey, dumbass.
Someone corrects you. Probably like 30 people watching.
I always like to correct Jay Bird in front of hot girls.
Yeah, well, everyone knows you're wrong a lot, so we let her just talk, guys.
Just let her go. Just let her go. All right, yeah, so it all begins, all kinds of festivities. We got a Friday show tomorrow for you. Looking forward to that. Yeah,
and the
baby.
Wellington Winterfest.
Yes.
Yep.
All
Gonna
the
be going
fun.
down. Yeah, lots of stuff happening. We'll break it down all the things going on. Art Basel also in Miami. Lots of
Yes.
celebrities are going to be here. You'll want to know about all the cool things going on. So we'll have that for you, plus everything else you can expect from a regular Friday show. See y'all back here then. Goodbye.